it's been a little while since we chatted about a fight on the shelf here, man. What's going on? How excited are you to get back in there and for the NEF welterweight title?
Been way too long, first off. Obviously, everybody in the world can agree with us on that one. I am super ecstatic, super excited, and never been more motivated in my life to get back in there, as I would imagine all the fans and other fighters in this organization are. And I mean, it's been a long drag of a time before we were able to get back to this scene. So it feels good. It feels good to have something to work for again.
Excellent. Well, we spoke right after your last fight for NEF, I believe, February 2020, was it? Man,
yes.
Dude, came away with a first round finish, which set you up for this title fight, man. Dude, from that fight till now, man, the world shut down. We spoke a little, but it's been a while, man. How have you been training? What's been going on with that? And man, how'd you make it through the shutdown?
Obviously, at first it was tough for everybody, not just me. But I've been doing pretty good. I've been grinding like I never have before. I've moved from up north when I was at Team Kaze. A lot of people don't know this, but I moved from where I was before down to Manchester, and now I'm predominantly training out of Team Burgess, which, as you can see, representation right here. Here we go. But I've never had the drive, motivation. I mean, I've always had motivation and drive, but like it's next level now. Being that there was that much time wasted, that's that time you can't get back. So you gotta take it how it is, and you can either be lazy in the off season or you can be grinding in the off season, right? So I've never felt better, never felt more secure and just confident in what I can do next. And I thank Team Burgess for that and accepting me from the big move. And I'm looking forward to this next title shot.
Well, I know Burgess is really, really known for jiu-jitsu, not only striking, but a lot of killers in there on the mats, man. Has that been a huge benefit for you to train in that? Because, the dude you're going to be facing for a title is a dude that loves to hit the ground, has most submissions in his finishes. Is that something that's helped you along?
I would say, I mean, of course it's going to help me a lot no matter what, right? So no matter what belt you are, no matter how long you've been doing certain things, there's always something you can learn from, and there's always something from somebody else that you're going to pick up. I would say that going to Team Burgess is probably the best move, even if I did, just moving down here to that gym has benefited me so much, because obviously predominantly I'm a stand-up fighter. I mean, that's what I've been doing. That's what I said I was going to do since day one. I've always wanted to go in there, perform to the best of my abilities, but do what the crowd likes to see, and that's get knockouts. But it's always good to have that safety in your back pocket. So yeah, I've been grinding jiu-jitsu, grinding wrestling takedown defense. I mean, you name it. I mean, to be the best of the best in this sport, you need to know it all, or at least to the best of your abilities. And that's exactly what I feel moving down to this gym has benefited me in. And it's that spot where if you look at all my fights, I've never been to the ground, as long as it's a little tiny trip or something. Nobody knows how good my ground game is. They never have. So it's one of those things. If you want to try to get down there, I mean, you can go ahead and try, but you got to work on getting me there first before you can even see it. So they don't know whether I'm really good, really bad, whatever the case may be, but they can figure that out themselves if they're good enough to take me down. That's all. But I'm stoked to be down here.
Excellent. Well, watching, most of your fights, your last two fights, I've been cage side to see. Dude, your takedown defense is outstanding. And that's one of the reasons why you spoke about the ground game is not there in these last fights, man. All TKO finishes. The only fight that's been a really kind of, I wouldn't say, a big equal matchup. It just went longer than, a couple of rounds. You had that 4-round fight for the combat zone title where you came away with a finish in that fight, man. So, dude, you're fighting a guy that, is going to try to take you down. I know Duncan's got some, some striking in his background, but man, all his finishes, most of them have been on the ground by some kind of choke. He's coming off a fight a couple of weeks ago where he traveled and he fought at a heavier weight, and he had a first round submission in that fight, man. How excited are you to be able to have that possibility that, if he is able to get you to the ground, you're able to grapple with a guy that's finished 99% of his opponents on the ground?
Right. I'm just going to keep it exciting for anybody watching, the fans that are going to go to this fight, whether it be for me, whether it be for him. Look, if we go to the ground, I'm not going to the ground on my own terms. I'm going to defend the best I can, but if he gets lucky, takes me to the ground, I'm going to do what I got to do, but I'm going to try to stand it right back up, because I'm going in there to get a knockout or a TKO. That's my goal. A submission's not going to really, it would not feel good for me, because I think on my first interview with you, I said I want a title, which I ended up getting. I want all my amateur fights to be TKO or KOs, and I don't want to have any takedowns against me. So far, everything's clear. I've held up to my own, and I plan on doing that with this. I plan on doing that with this fight. But if it goes to the ground, I'm gonna still keep it interesting. I'm gonna try to stand it back up, and I'm gonna give the fans what they want to see. They want to see that. They want to see that blood fest of just two dudes dishing it out to each other. That's what it's all about. I mean, that's the sport.
And that's what we've seen out of you. Mostly you've been dishing it out against the opponents, man. But you're always in there, and you're always putting on a show. Like you said, man, just your game is just very well. It's fan friendly, because, like you said, that's what they want to see. It's action packed, and it's never stops, man. You're always doing something. Sometimes you have tricks up your sleeve, we talked about in one of our interviews, and you pull them off in that cage. As far as making it to that NEF cage, man, he's from Maine, you're from New Hampshire, the card is in New Hampshire. Who's going to be the crowd favorite here? He is the champion. You're going in there to take that belt. What's going on here? Who do you think the crowd's going to be siding with on this fight?
I would, honest to God, it's funny when you look at it that terms. Obviously, being that it's a local event, whether it be Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, all that's New England's New England, right? We're all together. There's no really home advantage when it comes to New England. I guess you could say there is, but we're all that tight group. But I would say that he's the title holder, but he's the underdog going in this fight. Base it off statistics, whether it be Tapology or just the records, he's got losses under his belt. I don't, right? His wins are by submissions, pretty much, and mine are knockouts. So it's the crowd favors knockouts. Because if the basic crowd that goes there that doesn't know too much about jiu-jitsu and wrestling and stuff like that, they can't appreciate it as much as they can just someone going in there and knocking somebody out, because they don't know the technical aspect of the game. So, I would say I'm favored to win, but I'm just not discrediting his ability. It's one of we're playing it's a chess match out there. At any time, we're playing with millimeters, and at one time you could get caught. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be the best in the world. You could still get caught. It's just the way it goes. But I would definitely say that I'm favored in this fight as far as the crowd aspect of it. And I know I got a lot of fans going, and I'm sure he's got a lot of fans too. But no matter who's got the most fans, it all matters in the end, right? So there's only one winner. There's a first and a second, and second doesn't really matter to me.
Well, heading into them, my friend, you're heading back into NEF. How excited are you to fight for them? I'm sure you had other opportunities. You are number one ranked in New England. You're 5-0. You knock people out. cards have been going around, the country, regional cards. A lot of fighters from the New England area have been traveling around the country, getting work in. Were you ever approached during this time off, or was it always you want to go for that title at NEF, and that's going to be the next thing you were looking for?
To be honest, I have not really. I mean, being the fact that I did move from up north to down here, that was relating on jobs. It wasn't necessarily based off fighting itself. It definitely benefited me in that sense. But I've been trying, in the midst of COVID, I was working in a hospitality job, which obviously any hospitality job in the nation had crashed. So I moved from that to where I am now, and I had to figure out the living aspect of things before I actually put fighting first. And then I did that, and Burgess came immediately. So, I mean, I've been building the family bonding and the gym. How would I explain that? That's
camaraderie, family-like atmosphere, like the vibe.
I was vibing with the atmosphere and getting comfortable in the new gym. Before, I mean, everything was shut down anyway, so I didn't even think about anything. I just been putting in 100%, 110% effort, whether I have a fight coming up or not. And then when I found out that that Matt wanted me to do the NEF title fight, I was ecstatic, and it gave me that drive. But I wasn't I was just being ready for when something happens, whether it had been across country or obviously here in hometown. It ended up working out that it was here in hometown, and I can't wait for it. I've been grinding harder than I've ever grinded before. So it's definitely, the move was first, and now it's solidified, and I know where I belong.
Excellent, my man. Well, you're firing on all cylinders right now, man, and so is the team. Dude, we just missed each other a couple of weeks ago or so, maybe 2.5, 3 weeks ago, when some of the Burgess kickboxers there made their debuts in the Smokers, the exhibitions there. Dude, I didn't know you were at Burgess at the time. They were there. They had a lot of fighters in there. Man, I kind of mingled with them in the corner because I was in and out calling the fights, actually. I had no idea you were there, man. You were like stealth light, hiding. What were you doing? Did I make eye contact with you, or were you just hiding out on me?
I was hiding out on you, kind of. It was not my time to shine, brother. It was their time to shine, right? So we are a family at Burgess. It was Connor and Fenley, and they both did amazing jobs, right? So it was their time to shine, and I was there as a spectator and a fan and a brother to them. They both did great. And, I mean, I slipped and dodged underneath the shadows. Nobody knew who I was. I was in there with my hat down nice and low, and I was just only there for them.
Excellent. Well, you were in training camp too, so you're over there. You want to be laid back and stuff. But man, I wish I bumped into you. I wish I knew you were there, man. But like you said, it was for them. And dude, I got interviews with both them guys, man. And man, it was a hell of a night. And it's great to see some of your training partners, the next generation, getting the work in there and looking impressive doing it.
Yeah, it's always good to see the people you work with on a daily basis just better themselves and then keep grinding. It's always a good feeling, and it makes you motivated, right? It's just the atmosphere all along. Whether they win, lose, just to see them keep their head up off a lose or just celebrate a win. It's just win or lose, we're all here as a team, and that's all that matters. It's the biggest thing. It's the family-like atmosphere that Burgess brings. And Kaze did the same thing. When I was with Kaze, that's what I like in a gym. If you can't find that family atmosphere within a gym, then it's probably not the gym for you. And that's what I base it all off of.
Excellent, my friend. Well, a couple of more questions before I let you go, man. We're a little over a week before this huge title fight of yours, man. Who is going to be in the corner? Who's going to be helping you out and, giving you direction in there?
So, honest to God, I don't know. So a title fight allows 3, I believe. I know for a fact big coach Nate's going to be there. That's my main coach going in this fight camp. I can't thank him enough he's been there day in and day out. I've been putting countless hours after gym hours. He's always there. I would imagine my close, tight training partner, Romano, or Taco, he goes by. One of those two are going to be there. And honest to God, I really don't even know. We haven't even gone to that part of it. But I know Nate's going to be there, and either Romano and Taco. And
the mystery man or woman.
No, exactly. It could be exactly. It could be both of them. Who knows? I really don't know. All I know is whoever's in there, they're in there for a reason, and what they say, I'm going to be listening to. So whoever it is, I will be there right next to them.
Excellent. What's left to do, man? Like I said, we're a little over a week left. Biggest fight of your career, and what's left to do in this final week of preparation?
What's left to do? I need to freaking give birth. That's what's left to do. I gotta fucking lose some weight. I don't know if I can swear on here. Goddamn, I'm gonna get this goddamn baby out of my belly.
I never heard it put that way ever by even a male fighter, never mind a female fighter. Holy shit, that was awesome, man. Great description, though. I have to say that's right on.
I gotta get birth. The biggest fight in this whole aspect of things is making the goddamn weight cut.
So that's about it, man. That's the struggle of the week, man. So, man, we'll definitely let you get to that in a minute, man. Last question before I let you give you shout outs to sponsors and social media and thank yous, man. What do we expect to see from Mike All Class Bezanson come August 21st at NEF 44, brother?
Prepare for. I'm gonna call it out. I'll call this is the Mystic Mac predictions, right? We already know. We know Conor McGregor. Obviously, he's not doing the best at this time, but we'll call it the Mystic Mac predictions. Or Mystic Mike predictions. How's that? We're gonna reiterate this thing.
The M&M.
I'm saying either first or second round knockout. That's my prediction on these. I mean, I don't really plan on going to the ground. I'm not going to discredit him, but I don't think he's got what it takes to bring me to the ground. And if he does, obviously he's going to be able to show that there on August 21st. Plan on a first round, second round knockout. If it goes 3, 4, 5, I'm ready for it cardiovascular wise, and I plan on just smashing heads. You're gonna kill me to get me out of there. There's no way I'm gonna tap. You're not getting me out of there.
Well, dude, my cameras will be rolling. I'll be all over that fight.
Ready, yeah, I know you will.
Ready for some.
It's gonna be what the fans want. So buy your tickets while they're still available. If you need tickets and you know who I am, you can reach out to me on Facebook. I still have a couple cage side left, and a couple general admission left. So if you're looking for them, Mike Bezanson on Facebook, right? So that's all that's there. I can't wait to get out there. I mean, I'm looking forward to meeting you in person again and having fun. Hey, and by the way,
nice shirt, by the way.
Shout out to the shirt, okay? Because I got this thing when you first interviewed me and you signed it. And fight night, there better be another one. I'm calling you out on your own broadcast.
Yes, there
better be another one, and it's got to be signed. I'll bring the paint pen myself if I have to.
Shit, sign, man. Dude, man, that makes the worth of the shirt go down if I sign it, man.
I don't think so. In here, it's all about it's sentimental value. That's the most important thing.
That's awesome, man. Well, what size is that? A large? What will you need by the end? That's
it was yours. It was yours. So I think it's an extra medium.
it's probably a small. So with that said, man, we'll definitely have a shirt. We have the new podcast shirts out, man. You'll definitely have one when I'm there and when I see you on the 21st. Last thing, man, I know you got a bunch of sponsors, a bunch of shout outs, and we'll let you get your social media out after that. So let them go, man.
All right, first thing I want to shout out Coach Nate. He's honestly like above and beyond. He's been like a father figure there for me. Also, Gym Mom Alana. She's been there equally every day. She's always there grinding. Romano, Taco, Sky, Tim, Karen, Connor, Sean, anybody that's been there for the MMA classes, jiu-jitsu classes, you know who you are, even if I didn't mention your name. Thank you so much for the Team Burgess for being there for me. Also, shout out to Greg Williams over at Team Kaze. He's still there for me no matter what. And those boys, because they have a bunch of people fighting that night, which is huge. They got like 5 guys fighting that night, all a bunch of savages. Can't wait to see them perform. And as far as sponsors, I want to shout out Paul Cameron, chiropractor, sponsored me for this fight. Huge help. Classen's Waterford in Vermont. Whitey's Septic Services, and then HIP Inspections. It's hiphomeinspections.com. And then big thing is, shout out to Burgess one more time. Wolfpack, you know how it is. Family environment, that's what we do. If you're in the Manchester area, come see us. We'd love to have you there, and that's the biggest thing.
Excellent, my man. Well, congratulations, dude, on all the change, the move, the new gym, the title fight, and all the success that is going to be, leading you into the future, my man. Last thing, social media, because you have them tickets left, 4 or 5 you got. So shout it out there. Yep. And, man, people are going to want to see the couple shiny belts you have after that 21st, man. So send out that social media, man.
Social media is Mike Bezanson on Facebook. It's Mike Beasley at Instagram. I don't do Twitter because that's not my thing. Another big shout out is obviously you, brother, for just who's he? Who the hell is brother? Who's brother? I got it right here on my shirt. That's who brother is. Shout out to you for just keeping the friggin' energy going and doing your thing, because I appreciate it. It's greatly appreciated, and you do good work. I mean, obviously you're growing, because last time I seen you, you didn't have all that friggin' cosmetic shit going on in the background. So you're doing a great job.
I thought you were gonna say surgery or something. I was gonna say.
You're the ageless man too, by the way. We all went through a pandemic. I look like Tom Hanks from the movie Castaway, and you look like you just barely got off freaking Hugh Hefner's garden.
Dude, I just had my hair cut before I came to the show. No word of a lie. I never looked as good. So with that said, buddy, it's great to fucking catch up with you. I'll be cage side. I'll be with the crew for NewEnglandMMA.org. We'll be there covering the show from start to finish, man. And I'll have your shirt cage side when you get out, before you go in, whatever you want it. You got it, buddy, because I'll be there early for you, man. So, Mike, all class, Bezanson, 5-0, 5 TKOs, looking for his 6th and capturing that amateur welterweight NEF title on
That's
the
what we do.
21st. Mike, man, congratulations. Thank you for the time tonight, and I'll see you in a little over a week, bro.
Thanks, brother. I got to get back to Call of Duty Rebirth Dub Squad. You know how it is.
Woo, we out.
Let's go.